This is the seedy lair of the evil 8 father who pimped out his own 13-year-old daughter to paedophiles in Australia's most egregious child abuse case. Daily Mail Australia has obtained crime scene photographs which were captured inside the jailed West Australian dad's home during a police raid. The never-before-seen pictures, featuring clothes scattered on the floor, lubricant tubes, and even a school homework sheet, were unearthed during the trial of the only ring member to protest his innocence. Among the pictures is a torn condom wrapper, evidence which was critical in bringing the master builder and child rapist Alfred Impicciatore to justice. This is the lair of the evil 8 paedophile ring father who pimped out his own 13-year-old daughter, featuring a seedy bed, clothes scattered on the floor and a bottle of lubricant. The naked classic condom wrapper marked MT11 brought the only evil 8 paedophile to protest his innocence, master builder Alfred John Impicciatore, undone. Impicciatore's DNA was found smeared across the top wrapper, circled, with Judge Mark Heron finding it corroborated the builder's nervous admissions to the police. Alfred John Impicciatore, left, was found guilty of 4 counts of sexually penetrating the 13-year-old. Described by his victim as a fat man with a chihuahua, Impicciatore, 47, met the girl's father on the Kik Instant Messenger app after posting an ad for Girls or Women. In March 2015, he met up with the father at the home and raped his daughter, as the father watched on coaching the teenager, the West Australian District Court heard. A rattled Impicciatore later admitted the crimes during a police interview, claiming he had been told the girl was 17. Related articles previous. 1 next. Exclusive, love your inner monster, sick tattoo of an. It was fun while it lasted, the chilling words of a vile. Get out of jail free, the mothers who killed their children. Share this article. Share script dm.later, bundle, function, if, dm.rotator, new dm.rotator, p28, page size, 1, page count, 1.0, active class, active, rotate, false, $, number p28.share, .on, click, function, dms.facebook.post related. Freddy, we're talking about a 13-year-old kid, police said. F, you just spun me out. Aw god. F. Just effing. Effing hell, Impicciatore said. But when he was finally hauled in front of a court, after attempting to flee to country New South Wales, Impicciatore said he was not guilty. His lawyer claimed the interview with detectives wasn't too unreliable because he was tired, cold, and stressed. However, a DNA test found Impicciatore, the girl, and her father's DNA smeared on a condom wrapper. The probability the DNA belonged to Impicciatore was 100 billion, said District Court Judge Mark Heron. His stress was because of a realization and appreciation of what he had done. He was convicted of 4 counts of sexually penetrating a child. One of the father's drawers contained a polka dot sleeping mask, a phone credit receipt and a bottle of lubricant. One of the drawers contained a high school biology homework assignment, left, where students had to identify different parts of the human heart. Police marked the contents of the man's bedroom during a raid on the home on April 1, 2001. Impicciatore will be sentenced in March. The father who subjected his daughter to the onslaught of abuse cannot be named as it would identify his victim. He has been jailed for more than 22 years, for charges including sexual slavery, rape, and indecent dealing. In a police interview, he said, "I'm going to be honest, it was fun while it lasted but it went way over the line. It, went too far. The girl was raped or indecently dealt with by 6 other men, including evangelical Christian pastor David Vollmer, who drugged her with amyl nitrate. A 7th man's case was later found to be unrelated to the teenage girl. Police have said the victim is in care. The father's sentencing judge said, "Your treatment of her and her treatment by others orchestrated by you will, I have no doubt, have lasting and probably irreparable consequences for her." What happened to the evil 8? Guilty pleas, Ryan Trevor Clegg, left, and Troy Milbourne, right. By Australian Associated Press. Victim's father raped and offered the girl to the others, but cannot be named to protect her identity. He was sentenced in June last year to 22.5 years behind bars. Earliest release date is October 2035. He lost an appeal against the length of his sentence, which he had argued was manifestly excessive. David Vollmer. Former pastor David Vollmer admitted stupefying the girl with amyl nitrate and raping her in front of her own father. Former pastor and father of two was sentenced in November 2015 to 10.5 years in prison after admitting he stupefied the blindfolded girl with an inhalant and raped her in front of her father. Eligible for parole after 8.5 years. Ryan Trevor Clegg pleaded guilty to 15 charges, including sexually penetrating and indecently recording a child, and was jailed in January for 12 years and 9 months. Eligible for parole after 10 years and 9 months. His case sparked outrage when it emerged he lived close to a child care center while on bail and was then taken into custody. Nicholas Adam Beer admitted sexually abusing the girl alongside her father while she was shackled to a bed and forced to wear bondage gear. Sentenced in September last year to 7 years in jail, eligible for parole after 5 years. Troy Philip Milbourne had a shower with the girl and then had sex with her on a bed. He pleaded guilty to 7 charges, including sexual penetration of a child, and was sentenced in November last year to 5 years and 3 months behind bars. Parole eligibility after 3 years and 3 months. Benjamin Simon Clark sentenced in June last year to 3 years after pleading guilty to 12 charges, including indecently recording and dealing with a child, admitting he photographed the girl wearing lingerie and nude at an abandoned mine site. Eligible for parole after 18 months. Another man. He was implicated in the investigation but never charged with offenses related to the girl. He was jailed for using an online chat forum to engage in sexual conversations and exchange nude photographs of other children. Convicted after a trial. Alfred John Impicciatore pleaded not guilty to 4 charges of sexual penetration of a child and had a judge-alone trial following outrage that he twice secured bail after repeatedly failing to show up to court and changing lawyers several times. He will face a sentencing hearing in March.